What is happening, Spotlight Nation? Welcome back to Cyrus Spotlight, where we dive headfirst into the stories that are shaping our world, faster than you can say breaking news. The information superhighway is buzzing, and we've got the absolute latest, the most critical updates you need to know right now. Forget what you heard yesterday, because today is a whole new ballgame, and we're here to break it all down for you. Get ready, because the headlines are dropping, and the insights are about to ignite your mind. We're talking major plays, unexpected turns, and the kind of news that keeps you on the edge of your seat. You do not want to miss what's coming up. Let's get into it. First up, a seismic shift in the NFL landscape might be on the horizon. A player with a history in Baltimore is reportedly generating significant buzz, and whispers suggest a potential reunion could be on the cards. Could this veteran powerhouse be heading back to the Ravens, adding serious firepower to an already formidable defense? We've got the inside scoop on why this move makes strategic sense and what it could mean for their championship aspirations. It's a story that has the league talking, and we're unpacking all the angles. Then, we're shifting gears to Hollywood, where a major action flick is finally locking in its creative leadership. After a series of directorial changes, a distinctive filmmaker is stepping in to helm a highly anticipated project starring one of the biggest names in the business. This film has been through quite the journey, and now, with a new vision at the helm, it's set to bring explosive action and intrigue to the screen. We'll tell you who's taking the director's chair and what this means for the future of this star-studded production. And in the world of sports, we're keeping a close eye on a beloved baseball team dealing with a significant player injury. Their star catcher took a hard hit, and while initial signs are promising, the team is exercising caution. We've got the latest on his condition, the immediate roster adjustments being made, and how this could impact their game plan moving forward. It's a developing situation that fans are watching closely. Finally, we're diving back into the same baseball team's roster, as a series of strategic moves are being made in the wake of that key injury. This isn't just about filling a gap, it's about optimizing the team for the crucial latter part of the season. We'll break down the personnel changes, the domino effect they create, and the underlying strategy behind these decisions. It's all happening fast, and you're getting it first, right here. Stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let us know in the comments what you think of these massive updates. Let's go. A familiar face returns, the Ravens' bold move for defensive dominance. The Baltimore Ravens are gearing up for what many believe could be a championship-caliber season, boasting one of the deepest and most talented rosters in the NFL. After a playoff exit in the divisional round last year, the front office has been relentlessly focused on bolstering their squad, aiming to finally translate their potential into a Super Bowl victory. With Lamar Jackson at the helm of a potent offense, the Ravens are poised to compete in every matchup, but the defense, despite its strengths, could still benefit from strategic reinforcements. In their quest to maximize their chances of hoisting the Lombardi Trophy, the Ravens have historically shown a willingness to bring in seasoned veterans. This offseason has been no different, with the team actively seeking to address any remaining roster deficiencies. While the current defensive unit features promising talent like Odafe Oweh and the experienced Kyle Van Noy, the grind of a long NFL season often necessitates greater depth, particularly in the pass rush. This is where the potential return of Za'Darius Smith enters the conversation. Smith, a veteran edge rusher who remains an unsigned free agent late in the offseason, has generated considerable speculation regarding his next destination. Last season, Smith split his time between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions, showcasing his consistent ability to disrupt opposing offenses. With the Browns, he recorded 5 sacks and 23 tackles in 9 games, and after being traded to Detroit, he added 4 sacks and 12 tackles in 8 appearances. While many anticipated a return to the Lions, Detroit appears content with its current roster composition. This situation opens a significant opportunity for a team like the Baltimore Ravens, who are aggressively pursuing Super Bowl contention. Smith's experience, combined with his proven pass-rushing prowess, could provide an immediate and impactful upgrade to Baltimore's defensive front. He brings a veteran presence and a lethal ability to pressure the quarterback, qualities that are invaluable for a team with championship aspirations. Moreover, A reunion with the Ravens would be a homecoming for Smith. He was originally drafted by Baltimore in the 4th round of the 2015 NFL Draft out of Kentucky and spent his initial years in the league with the team. This familiarity could facilitate a smooth reintegration, allowing him to contribute effectively from day one. For the Ravens, acquiring Smith would signify a strong commitment to fortifying their defense and maximizing their Super Bowl window. For Smith, it presents an opportunity to play for a legitimate contender and make a significant impact in the twilight of his career. The addition of Smith would not only enhance the Ravens' pass rush, but also provide crucial depth, ensuring the unit remains strong throughout the demanding NFL season. It represents a strategic move that aligns with Baltimore's stated goal of assembling the best possible team to compete for a championship. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about the strategic implications of such a move, with many seeing it as a perfect fit to round out an already elite roster and significantly boost their title hopes. Could this veteran pass rusher be the missing piece for Baltimore's championship puzzle? Next, we're heading to the silver screen, where a blockbuster action film is finally finding its director after a winding road. Will Smith's Fast and Loose lands new director amidst Hollywood shuffle. In a significant development for Netflix's upcoming action thriller, Fast and Loose, filmmaker John Swab, known for his work on King Ivory and Candyland, has officially signed on to direct the project. This announcement comes after a period of notable shifts in the film's directorial leadership, marking the latest chapter in the ambitious production's journey. Swab's appointment signals a new creative direction for the film, which stars the renowned Will Smith and is being produced by industry veteran Jerry Bruckheimer, reuniting Smith with his Bad Boys producing partner. The path to Swab's involvement has been a dynamic one. Originally announced 5 years ago with director David Leitch, Bullet Train, The Fall Guy, Attached, the project initially developed under SDX Films before migrating to Netflix. Leitch eventually stepped back, and approximately 10 months ago, speculation mounted about a potential reunion between Will Smith and Michael Bay, the director of Bad Boys and Bad Boys II. However, that collaboration did not materialize, paving the way for John Swab to take the helm. The screenplay for Fast and Loose, penned by John Hober, Erich Hober, Chris Bremner, and Eric Pearson, centers on a man who awakens in Tijuana with complete amnesia. As he embarks on a quest to uncover his past, he discovers he has been leading a double life, one as a notorious crime lord and the other as a deep-cover CIA operative. The script is designed to blend high-octane action sequences with moments of dark humor. Reports suggest that while Michael Bay favored a heavier emphasis on action, Will Smith has expressed a preference for leaning more into the comedic elements of the narrative, a balance Swab will now aim to strike. David Leitch remains involved in the project as a producer through his company 87 North, alongside Kelly McCormick. Will Smith is also producing via his Westbrook Studios, which has recently secured a multi-film deal with Paramount Pictures for projects such as Sugar Bandits and Rabbit Hole. The selection of Swab introduces a filmmaker with a distinct visual style and a proven ability to craft gritty, engaging narratives, raising anticipation for how his vision will shape the film's tone and execution. This latest directorial appointment is crucial for Fast and Loose, as it aims to move past previous production hurdles and gain momentum. The combination of Will Smith's star power, Jerry Bruckheimer's blockbuster pedigree, and Swab's unique directorial voice promises an intriguing cinematic experience that could redefine the action thriller genre on Netflix. Moviegoers and industry observers are keenly anticipating how John Swab will interpret the dual identity narrative, and whether the film can successfully navigate its complex production history to deliver a compelling blockbuster. Will this be the third time's the charm for this high-stakes action project? Now, shifting our focus to the diamond, a key player's injury is causing immediate ripples through a championship-contending baseball team's roster. Dodgers play wait-and-see with catcher Will Smith after foul tip injury. In a concerning development for the Los Angeles Dodgers, star catcher Will Smith was forced to leave Wednesday night's game against the Pittsburgh Pirates after taking a foul tip directly off the back of his right hand in the second inning. While initial X-rays came back negative, indicating no immediate fractures, the team is opting for a cautious approach. Smith is scheduled for a CT scan to gain a more comprehensive understanding of the injury and rule out any underlying issues. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts expressed that Smith's hand remains sore, and the team is actively working to postpone any decision regarding a potential stint on the injured list, IL. "We'll see. I think we're going to give Will a couple extra days," Roberts stated. He further indicated that a return over the upcoming weekend series is probably unlikely, emphasizing the club's intent to allow ample time for assessment before making a roster move. This strategy highlights the importance of Smith to the Dodgers lineup, particularly as they navigate the crucial stretch of the season. To address Smith's absence, the Dodgers have promoted catcher Ben Rortvedt from their AAA affiliate, Oklahoma City. This move brings the active roster to 3 catchers, providing immediate coverage. Rortvedt, a 27-year-old with 209 games of Major League experience across 4 seasons with the Minnesota Twins, New York Yankees, and Tampa Bay Rays, was acquired by the Dodgers in a 3-team trade during the deadline. He posted a .228 batting average in 17 games for Oklahoma City following the trade. Regardless of whether Smith lands on the IL, his injury presents a significant opportunity for Dalton Rushing, who has been operating on a limited schedule since his promotion from AAA in mid-May. Rushing has made 31 starts at catcher, but has struggled offensively, hitting .190 in 43 games. Manager Roberts acknowledged Rushing's strengths, particularly his game-calling abilities and rapport with pitchers, but stressed the need for more consistent at-bats. "For me, I want to see a consistent at-bat," Roberts commented. He has to understand that his role hitting at the bottom of the order is not to slug. It's to take good at-bats, swing at strikes, take balls, and get hits. I want to see a more consistent at-bat quality. In other team news, Shohei Ohtani, who was scratched from his scheduled pitching start on Wednesday due to a chest cold, is now expected to pitch during the weekend series in Baltimore. However, he will receive additional recovery time and is slated to pitch on Monday upon the team's return to Los Angeles. "Just to give him some extra time. Just to kind of get his body, all the stuff he's going through," Roberts explained, noting Ohtani is still dealing with fatigue. Skipping Ohtani entirely would have created a cascading effect on the rotation, hence the decision to adjust his schedule. Clayton Kershaw is now set to start Sunday's game in Baltimore on 4 days rest, with Tyler Glasnow and Yoshinobu Yamamoto scheduled for the first 2 games against the Orioles. Furthermore, Alex Vesia is nearing a return after a rehab appearance in AAA, while Max Muncy and utility man Tommy Edman are both expected to rejoin the Dodgers next week after their respective rehab assignments. The team is also managing its 40-man roster, designating pitcher Alexis Diaz for assignment to make room for Rortvedt. The Dodgers' careful handling of Will Smith's injury underscores his value to the team, with fans anxiously awaiting updates on his recovery and the subsequent roster implications. Will Smith's absence, however brief, forces immediate roster adjustments and strategic decisions. And speaking of roster moves, we're taking a deeper dive into the specific transactions the Dodgers made in direct response to this developing situation. Dodgers navigate roster changes following Will Smith's injury, optimize for stretch run. The Los Angeles Dodgers executed 3 significant roster moves on Thursday, a day after catcher Will Smith sustained a right-hand injury from a foul ball. These adjustments, made ahead of their series finale against the Pittsburgh Pirates, include selecting the contract of catcher Ben Rortvedt, optioning infielder Alex Freeland back to the minors, and designating right-handed pitcher Alexis Diaz for assignment to free up a spot on the 40-man roster. These strategic decisions reflect the team's immediate needs and long-term planning as they approach the critical latter stages of the season. The primary catalyst for these moves is the injury to Will Smith. While Smith avoided an immediate placement on the injured list, IL, following a CT scan on Thursday, manager Dave Roberts indicated that his participation in the upcoming weekend series in Baltimore is unlikely. This situation elevates Dalton Rushing to the primary catching duties, with Rortvedt stepping in as his backup. Rushing has faced challenges in limited big league opportunities, batting just across 129 plate appearances. The Dodgers are hopeful that consistent playing time will allow him to find his rhythm and improve his offensive production. Rortvedt, acquired in a pre-deadline three-team trade, brings a different skill set to the catching position. In 17 games with AAA Oklahoma City, he hit .228 with a .667 ops. Primarily recognized for his defensive capabilities, the 27-year-old played in 112 games for the Tampa Bay Rays last season, posting a .228-317-303 line with 1.4 FWAR. His addition provides valuable depth and defensive reliability behind the plate. The roster shuffle also saw Alex Freeland optioned back to the minors after appearing in 29 MLB games, where he struggled with a .190 batting average, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. Freeland's demotion is attributed to a combination of roster necessity and organizational depth. With Hye-Seong Kim recently activated and Max Muncy nearing his return from injury, Freeland's playing time was already diminishing. The Dodgers also appear to prioritize Justin Dean's defensive contributions in the outfield, further limiting Freeland's immediate role. The most difficult decision involved Alexis Diaz, a former All-Star closer designated for assignment less than 3 months after being acquired from the Cincinnati Reds. The Dodgers had taken a chance on Diaz, hoping he could regain his previous form, but his performance was disappointing. He recorded a 9 ERA across 9 outings with the Dodgers, allowing 5 earned runs and striking out 9 batters. Diaz now heads to waivers, where other teams may consider taking a chance on his raw talent. The Dodgers remain hopeful that Smith can return within days rather than weeks. However, any prolonged absence would have significant implications, given his status as one of baseball's premier hitting catchers. This season, Smith has been exceptional, batting, with a 153 WRC+ and 4.1 FWAR. If he requires extended time off, the responsibility will fall heavily on Rushing and Rortvedt, a duo that, while light on experience, possesses considerable upside and defensive acumen. These roster maneuvers underscore the Dodgers' delicate balancing act, maintaining depth, ensuring lineup stability during player absences, and strategically positioning themselves for a strong postseason push. Fans are closely monitoring these roster decisions, recognizing their potential impact on the team's performance as the season enters its crucial phase. These moves highlight the team's commitment to depth and strategic roster management. Now, let's wrap it all up with a quick look back at today's top stories and what you need to remember. All right, Spotlight Nation, that's a wrap on today's whirlwind of updates. We saw a potential blockbuster return for Za'Darius Smith to the Baltimore Ravens, signaling a major defensive boost. In Hollywood, Swab is set to direct Will Smith's action flick Fast and Loose, bringing a fresh vision to the project. On the baseball front, the Dodgers are managing catcher Will Smith's injury with caution while making key roster adjustments to stay competitive. Don't miss a single moment of the action. Make sure you're subscribed to Cyrus Spotlight, hit that notification bell so you never miss an update, and drop a comment below telling us your biggest takeaway from today's news. You can also follow us on all social platforms for even more exclusive content. Until next time, stay informed and stay spotlighted.